late. Hi. What you making? Where are we?
We're at Hamburger Mary's in the Castro here in San Francisco.
Amazing. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey Mary, every gay loves shots, right? So many assumptions about the LGBTQ community. Yes, we love shots, please. Let's do it. Awesome. So these are lemon drop shots for you guys. Amazing. Thank you
Right,
to inclusivity and diversity. Yes.
Right.
My lipstick.
Good morning. We are here with a special edition of Gong Labs Live from Hamburger Mary's in San Francisco in the Castro. Today we've replaced the sales data lab with a mixology lab, as you can see. We have hijacked Chris and Devin, in case you were expecting them, and we will let them out after Pride. Today I'm here with Eric.
Your fairy gong mother.
Our fairy gong mother.
Fairy gong mother.
Now, it is going to be fun and games, and we have a lot of fun things stored for you today, and we are also inviting you to a special event this afternoon that you can attend at Gong headquarters. But before that, Eric, I know that you didn't always work for a company where diversity and inclusion were respected and celebrated. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, I feel so lucky that that I get to be a part of something like this. This is not normal. Gong is such a special place, like no plug intended. When I was younger, right after graduating college, I actually had a paid internship for a really big company here in the city. I had the internship for like almost 4 months, and then as the internship was ending, I started the interview process for a sales position at this company. I made it through all of the rounds, and they actually extended one more round. They took me to lunch to have a really like impactful conversation. And so I mean, not to sound like entitled, but I thought that I had it, you know, like I had been working there. Everybody loved me. I worked hard. I was qualified. They took me to lunch, and I ended up not getting the job. And they actually sat me down, and I think that you don't know what you don't know. And I think that they thought they were doing something kind by being, you know, so honest with me as to why I didn't get the job, but it actually didn't come down to my qualifications. They were nervous that I was too feminine to have a conversation with their buyer persona at a high level.
So you were not dressed like this.
I was not dressed like this. I was not dressed like this, in fairness. And even if I was, it shouldn't have made a difference because I had the qualifications, I had the acumen, right? But no, so I actually ended up not getting the job because they thought that I was, as I said, too feminine, too gay, if you will. And so, yeah, I definitely experienced what discrimination and injustice looks like from a professional level, which is why, and again, I'm grateful, if I'm being honest, while it was hurtful, while it was devastating, if you will, because of it, I have such a deeper appreciation for a company that does not only support diversity and inclusion, but absolutely fights for it and creates visibility around conversations that continue to push those boundaries so that that never has to happen to anybody again. So, but you as well, you're incredibly successful, you're openly out, you're married, you have 3 beautiful children. I can only imagine that you've also, in many capacities, experience something similar when it comes to diversity and inclusion.
Yes. So my experience with discrimination was fortunately not in the workplace. I've been fortunate to work for high-tech companies over the last 20 or so years, and all of them have been very inclusive and served as a great model for what we're trying to do at Gong, which I'll get to momentarily. When I experienced discrimination was after my husband and I had our first daughter. She was born here in Berkeley 6.5 years ago. And we were living back in Tel Aviv then. That's where I'm from. And Israel is very advanced in many aspects of diversity and LGBT equality, but also very backwards in other things. And amongst other things, same-sex couples still cannot legally marry in Israel. We had to fly to Canada to get married and then have that marriage recognized in Israel. It's a very backward system. And while surrogacy is legal in Israel, it is limited only to married straight couples. So we had to fly all the way over here, the other side of the world, to have our daughter with the help of a wonderful surrogate. Hi, Melinda, we love you. And only once we got back, we started figuring out the system of what we needed to go through in order for both fathers to be recognized as my daughter's parents. And we thought, okay, this is enough. They wanted us to adopt her in the same process as if we were picking up a child from an orphanage, while this was entirely not the case, of course. And that's when we decided to fight back. And to cut a long story short, a few friends and I founded the Israeli Association of Gay Fathers, which I had the honor of chairing for 5 years. And until we actually left Israel about a year ago, I was the head of that organization, which has made amazing advancements for gay fathers' rights in Israel. And ever since, in every place that I work, I try to make it just a little bit more inclusive and to celebrate diversity. And I think I have a responsibility being an openly gay executive at a company. I know for other employees that come in maybe in more junior positions, this is something that they look up to for signals of, is it okay to be myself here, and how am I going to be treated, and how open can I be here? And here's what I want to say to other organizations considering, diversity and inclusion. Just saying that it's not an issue here and we hire everyone on merit and we don't care what their sexual orientation is, that is not enough. That is not enough. People want to see you stand up, take a stand, and say that it's okay, and this is something that we're actively looking for in this company. There are many, many reasons to promote diversity and inclusion. One, because it's the right thing to do for the people, and I think Eric gave you a small glimpse into an experience of an employee that has been in other types of organizations and what that means to them. But I'm here to also tell you that it's the right thing to do for business. If you have LGBT employees, and you probably do have LGBT employees, we have about...
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
We are everywhere. We might not look like me, but we are everywhere.
We are everywhere. If those employees have to be busy hiding who they are or double thinking everything that they do, is this going to be appropriate? Is this going to be okay? How am I going to be treated? They are doing that instead of focusing on their work. If you want your employees to be more productive, make sure they feel at home and happy and included. And you have to go to some length to make that happen. So not only will your LGBT employees be a lot more productive, a lot more loyal and happy in your workplace, but everyone else around them will experience that as well. And there are many, many studies.
I was going to say retention too.
Yes.
I mean, oh my goodness.
There are so many studies showing that today's generation prefers to spend their money with brands who take a stand for equality and diversity and inclusion. And of course, they also want to work and stay loyal to workplaces that promote these causes. So there's all the right reasons, both for business reasons and both for human reasons, just doing the right thing to promote diversity and inclusion. Now, I know that we're also doing an event that folks can take part in today. So we're not just going to be online. We're doing, in a couple of hours at noon, we're doing a lunch and learn for our own employees with a wonderful panel, including...
We have to slow down on these drinks then.
Oh, yes. So we've
got a long day ahead of us.
We've got a few drinks ahead of us today. It's okay. HR approved this message.
Yeah.
So today we have a wonderful panel with our own LGBT employees taking part. And then this afternoon we have something special planned where everyone can come and join us, even if you're not part of the LGBT community. In fact, if you're not, I encourage you to come as an ally and learn more about the importance of diversity and inclusion and how to get it right. Eric, I know we have a lot of special guests and activities in store. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. And I also just want to touch, thank you so much for sharing that story. It's so important. Obviously, because it's just the right thing to do. And for tonight's event, it's open to everybody. And I think something that's amazing about certain companies, I'm trying not to make a plug on Gong, but one of our operating principles is want more. And meaning how do you continue to push yourself and develop and whatever it is, whether it's successful, you've hit quota and now what? But more importantly, how do you want more when it comes to understanding something that maybe you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. So for the people that maybe aren't so familiar with our community or with certain conversations around diversity and inclusion, I'd love you to be there.
So who else is going to join us tonight?
So we have some amazing companies. Lyric is going to be there, Lever is going to be there, MuleSoft is going to be there. So we have ambassadors from all of those companies that are incredibly diverse and going to be representing a lot of different parts of our community. The conversation, again, is going to be around diversion and inclusion. Obviously, we're Gong, so we're going to have a lot of Jello shots, a lot of fun, but more importantly, like just really an impactful conversation that I think anybody can learn and grow from, myself included. I'm excited to learn.
I know Gabby's prepared some amazing Gong swag for
We've
everyone.
got some amazing swag. We've got, as I said, like food, drinks, Jello shots, impactful conversations.
Where's this taking place?
It's going to be at our headquarters downtown in San Francisco off of Mission and 4th. It's 814 Mission Street, and you can also register. Actually, you should register right here to grab
Here's
your
the URL,
tickets.
Movie Magic. So it is bit.ly/GongPride. That's bit.ly/GongPride. The event is today, Thursday the 27th at 5:30 p.m. at our headquarters on 814 Mission Street on the 4th floor. And we hope to see all of you there.
And I'm going to be moderating, and so if you want to see me in these heels,
You don't want to miss that.
you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss that. See you everyone this afternoon.
See you tonight.
Happy Pride.